Twin Betrayal. When jealousy destroys everything, a shocking story. The price of envy. In the bustling city of Eldoria, two identical twin sisters, Alara and Celine, were born to a humble couple who owned a small bakery. From birth, they were inseparable, so alike in appearance that even their parents often struggled to tell them apart. Their mischief was legendary, as they would often switch places at school, play tricks on neighbors, and confuse their teachers. But as they grew older, a stark difference began to emerge. Alara, the elder by mere minutes, seemed to possess an effortless charm. People were naturally drawn to her, and opportunities seemed to find her with ease. She would walk into a room, and doors of opportunity would open unto her. Scholarships, job offers, and friendships all came to her like a river flowing smoothly. It wasn't just luck. She was kind, confident, and had a rare aura of grace. Alara was always a top performer in school, effortlessly excelling in academics. Celine, on the other hand, struggled. Despite working twice as hard, success always seemed just out of reach. While Alara would get recommended for prestigious internships, Celine had to beg for even the smallest opportunities. She had to struggle to keep up. The resentment festered like a wound left untreated. At first, Celine tried to rationalize it. Perhaps Alara was just luckier. Perhaps fate had simply favored her. But as the years passed, the bitterness deepened into something darker. The first time Celine acted on her jealousy was during an important examination. One night, while Alara was asleep, Celine snuck into her study space and swapped her neatly written study notes with outdated or incorrect materials. She also changed the alarm on Alara's phone so she would oversleep and miss valuable time before the test. Despite the obstacles, Alara still managed to pass with a good score, though not as high as she had hoped. Celine expected to feel satisfied, but instead, she felt a pang of guilt as she saw Alara frustrated and disappointed. When Alara was shortlisted for a highly competitive job interview at a prestigious company, Celine couldn't bear to see her succeed again. The night before the interview, Celine pretended to be supportive, offering to help Alara pick out the perfect outfit. However, she subtly tore a small hole in Alara's blouse, ensuring she wouldn't notice until it was too late. The next morning, as Alara was about to leave, Celine casually remarked, "Are you sure your blouse looks okay?" Alara rushed to check and panicked upon seeing the damage. Celine pretended to be helpful, offering a different outfit, one completely inappropriate for a corporate setting. Arriving at the interview late and flustered, Alara still managed to impress the panel, but the ordeal shook her confidence. Celine, however, felt no remorse, only a twisted sense of satisfaction. When Alara was invited to an exclusive networking event, Celine saw an opportunity to strike harder. Posing as Alara, she sent rude and dismissive emails to key industry professionals, declining invitations and even insulting some of them. One of Alara's mentors was shocked to receive a message that read, "I no longer need your advice. I can handle my career alone." By the time Alara realized what had happened, she was confused about why some of her professional contacts had suddenly grown distant. She only discovered the truth when a close friend confronted her about her so-called arrogance. The damage was done. Opportunities that had once come easily to her began to dry up, and she had to work harder to rebuild trust. Celine, watching from the sidelines, felt a perverse sense of victory. One of the cruelest things Celine did was during a critical work presentation that could secure Alara a major promotion. The night before the presentation, Celine switched Alara's vitamin pills with sleeping pills, ensuring that she would be too drowsy to function properly the next day. Alara woke up groggy and disoriented, struggling to stay awake through her presentation. She stumbled over her words, something that had never happened before. The clients were unimpressed, and Alara's boss began to question her reliability. Celine, watching from the back of the room, expected to feel triumphant. Instead, she felt something unexpected: emptiness. Celine's jealousy reached its peak when she realized that Alara's career was still salvageable. Out of desperation, she decided to take things further. One evening, she intercepted a call from a powerful business executive who wanted to offer Alara a life-changing opportunity. Posing as her sister, Celine eagerly accepted the invitation to a private meeting. She was determined to prove that she was just as talented, if not more so, than Alara. However, once in the meeting, Celine quickly realized she was out of her depth. When the executive started asking technical questions, she struggled to respond. The confusion turned to suspicion, and soon, someone in the room whispered, "Something seems off, this isn't the Alara we know." Realizing her mistake, Celine panicked and blurted out the truth, admitting that she wasn't Alara. Gasps filled the room, and within hours, the news spread. She had not only embarrassed herself but also ruined her credibility. That was the moment she knew, her envy had cost her everything. The aftermath. Facing the consequences. When Alara found out the extent of Celine's sabotage, she was devastated. Though heartbroken, she did not retaliate with anger. Instead, she confronted Celine with quiet pain. "I never wished bad for you," she said softly. "I would have helped you if you had just asked. But you let envy destroy what we had." Celine finally broke down, realizing that her hatred had done nothing but isolate her. The very person she resented the most, Alara, was also the one who had always stood by her. Racked with guilt, she knew that she couldn't undo the past, but she could make things right. She publicly admitted to her deception, apologized to those she had deceived, and worked hard to rebuild trust. Most importantly, she learned a bitter but necessary lesson. Envy does not bring success, it only poisons the heart of the one who harbors it. Thank you very much for watching.